It is Sunday night. I'm here again on a Sunday. Yay! It's Sunday, August 24th, and we are doing a special Sunday night edition of Designing with Deb here at artbeads.com. And thank you for the hearts, you guys. I see Megan is already in the house. Mixmaster Megan, everybody. She is here. I'm so excited. And I think we might have a couple more sidekicks tonight. How is everybody doing? We are winding the weekend down here at Art Beads. We started the weekend yesterday morning. Eric, hey! We started the morning yesterday with Julie Bean. So we started the weekend with a little Saturday morning cartoons, I think is what everybody's calling that. And tonight is a little Sunday night, I don't know, happy hour? Maybe. Eric's here. Let's see who else is here. Ruth Alice Cooper. She's here. She's excited. She ordered 8 sets of these beads already. Oh my gosh. Ruth Alice, I can't wait to hear about what you make with these. Tanya is here. Carolyn is here. Kara is here. Hi, you guys. Texas Tracy, what a great Sunday surprise. Yeah, surprise, here I am. Here we are. Daisy in Michigan is here. Special Sunday edition. I love it. Hi, Kim. Hi, Cindy. Hi, Christy. Hi, Rhonda from South Carolina. Tori from Reno. Hi, you guys. Thanks for being here. This is fun. I have the house to myself this weekend, so I've just been making jewelry and I don't know, having a great time. So I'm here tonight because we have a lot to talk about. Let me say hello to a few more folks before we jump into all of that. LJ Hill is here for us. She says Sunday night soiree. I love that. Monica's asking, how am I? I'm good, Monica. I'm excited. Hermie is here from Paso Robles. Let's see. Ruth says she ordered those beads yesterday. Maya is here. Gina C is here from Iowa saying hola, hola, Gina C. Gail from Sacramento. Hi, Gail. I lived in Sacramento for a while. Kathleen M. Howdy from South Florida. Julie P. What? You're on again. Hi, Julie P. Julie P and I may have hung out last week. That was fun. Hannah from Iceland is here. Oh my gosh. Wow, wow, wow. BJ, hi. Christy, hi, everybody. So it's also the warmest part of the day in this room. So I have a little iced tea for myself and we're doing some fun stuff. Elizabeth, we're going to do something fun. We'll get to that, but I have a few things I have to tell you about because I don't want you guys to miss out. So it is Sunday, August 24th, and as of right now, artbeads.com has a free shipping offer for you. And who doesn't love free shipping? So free shipping on $19.99 or more. Easy to do. So if you pick up a few of these beads we're going to talk about tonight, $19.99 and free shipping. Also, if you take advantage of the other fantastic thing we have going, the deal of the week. Remember those? We've been doing a few of them here and there. Deal of the week is something near and dear to all of our hearts here at artbeads.com, the I-cord knitter. So I did a show with the I-cord knitter a few weeks back. This is an amazing product. And guess what? It is 50% off. 50% off. So this is a great time to take advantage of a 50% off tool. Now that's not all, because if you get 2 of them, so you basically get 2 for 1, right? 50% off, get 2, you also get many other things. So you get a tapestry needle, which I tried to find my tapestry needle. I could not put my hands on it, but the tapestry needle is helpful to finish off whatever you create with the I-cord knitter. So you get that, and you get a free mix of seed beads. So you get a seed bead blend, which is really fun because you can use seed beads with the I-cord knitter, and you also get one of these. Now, these are $3.50 on sale right now. So if you're not going to take advantage of the 50% off and the two, you can still get these for $3.50 right now, because ambient cord works really well with the I-cord knitter, but it works great for a lot of other things too. I live for the ambient cord. It's made by Toho. So our friends at Toho that make all the beautiful seed beads, they also make this. So this is wonderful. So you can, if you put one of these in your cart and you get two of these, you get one of these, you get a tapestry needle and a seed bead blend. Oh my God. So I'm thinking maybe you are the person that loves to try something new. Maybe you love a tool. You know, there's some of us who just love working with tools. Like, just get me a new tool, a new thing to play with. I'm down. So this is something you could put in your cart, and then go for the second one and you can gift it. So gift it to another one of your creative friends, and you guys can get together. You can pull up some of the old Art Beads videos and old live shows where we've shown you this tool, and you can play around together, watch on demand, and grab some ambient threads. You can get some of this. You get one of these free if you get two of these. You'll get your tapestry needle, you'll get some seed beads, and then you also get free shipping, because all of that is going to get you free shipping. So this deal is going to end. The deal of the week is going to end, and the free shipping is still going to hang on. So I want you guys to make sure you take advantage of this. This is an amazing deal. I can't believe that Art Beads is doing this. Are they crazy? So this is fun. And there are so many supportive videos at artbeads.com available on how to use this tool. So get yourself some goodies, get this home. It's an amazing, amazing deal. And you guys will have some fun with this. I'm sure of it. If you haven't already seen it, haven't already tried it, haven't already used it, it's amazing. So let's see. I covered the free shipping, the deal of the week, the gifts that go with that. So let's go over housekeeping before we talk about the new product I'm working with tonight. So just in case you've never watched before, it's been a while, the best place to watch this show live is at artbeads.com/live. That is the best place that we can see your comments. You can chat with me and Eric and Megan, hang out with all the other serious art beaters. There's a lot of them here tonight. Thank you for being here, you guys. You can chit chat. And we're also going to be doing a giveaway a little bit later in the show. And the only way I can see you answer the question is if you're here at artbeads.com/live. If you're watching on Facebook or YouTube and you want to stay put, thank you for watching. We appreciate the watches, but we can't see comments live. So come on over, join us over here. The other cool thing you can do if you're watching live or you're watching the replay is you can shop the show. So there's a little shopping bag icon on your screen. If you want to pop over there at any point in time and see everything that's in the show, you don't have to leave the show to do that. So if you click on that, it will bring up all the products. I don't go away. You can still hear me and see me, and you can shop. So you can take things from that shopping bag, drop them into your shopping cart, and you can get all these goodies on their way to you. So all of the greatness with the I-cord knitter and these brand new products today. So I think, let me just check on who else has joined. I'm still seeing lots of comments coming through. So let me see who else is here before I flip down. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of you here. Oh my goodness. Okay, I think I got back to where I was. So Ruby Tatum is here. Denise H says, good evening to all from Southeast Coastal Florida. Carol from South Jersey. Did you show how to add beads to the yarn? on the knitter. So we showed that in some previous shows, Susie. Maybe one of my trusty sidekicks can point you to the show where that happened. I think there were a few of them, so you can see how to do that. Connie is here. Carol is here. Monica from Rhode Island. Lisa in PA. Hi, Lisa in PA. Debbie is here. No clue what the finished product does it look like. So I'll show you really quick. This is just a sample piece that I did with yarn. Not the prettiest one ever, but this is a sample of I-cord that is created with that knitter. So there's better examples of that if you check out some of the videos. Christy likes my earrings. These were done with some tiara cast pieces and some Starman Czech Glass. Pretty beads, some of my favorite colors. Thank you, Christy. Let's see, Denise, so much free stuff. Wish I had the money right now to take advantage of it. Oh, well, I'm sorry about that. Susie in South Florida, how do you figure out how much thread you need for a project like a bracelet? So if you get a package of the Toho thread, you can definitely make at least one bracelet with that. It really kind of varies based on the material and the size of the cord and whether you're using beads and that sort of thing. So I can't give you a specific, but you can definitely make a bracelet with one pack of that thread. And let's see, Ruth Alice, it is the cushion bead greener going on today that Julie had yesterday. I'm not sure what that means exactly, but we are going to look at cushion beads in just a second. Hi, Tina. Hi, Gina. Tracy says she's working on a necklace right now, channeling her inner Deb. Oh, that's so sweet. Hi, Ann. Hi, Sherry from Iowa. Jackie's here. Leslie's here. Ann is here. Mary's here from Texas. Looks like a fun project. Okay, you guys, I need to get down to it. So I'm going to flip my camera down to the mat, and you can see these beautiful cushion round beads. So I'm dying over these. So I want to show you really quickly. I made a few designs with these cushion rounds already. And I had access to these because you may, if you got some of our exclusive bead assortments, you may have seen these cushion round 14 millimeter beads. And when people started to see these beads, they started to lose their mind. And we decided we better do something about that. So the Art Beads folks were checking out the possibility of providing these exclusive, not in the exclusive assortments, but also sold separately. So this necklace included 3 of them here. And then I also created this bracelet using these blue ones. And oh my goodness, look at these beads. They are stunning. So we got a lot of feedback that people love these cushion rounds. So I thought we should make something with them tonight. And I want to tell you, this is an easy project, easy design. But when you have beads that look like this, you don't need anything fancy. Carol says, so pretty. So here's what I'm working with tonight. I picked out what I would call like an early fall palette. I'll walk you through the colors and then we'll get to making. I also dropped in some fire polish. So let me start with this one. These are spicy mustard. Wow, they are so incredibly gorgeous. So there are quite a number of colors and finishes. So you really can't go wrong with any of them. Spicy mustard, really cool color. Then we've got 2 orangey colors, and I want to show you they're a little bit different. These are suede gold hyacinth. and they have a suede finish on them, and they are super incredibly cool. Look at the finish on those, totally gorgeous. The other gold, or the other orange one, is suede gold lame hyacinth. This one has a much brighter gold sheen on them. They are stunning. So just a little bit different. You get more gold with the lame hyacinth than the suede gold one. So those are so bright. Think of a like a sun design with those. So those are super cool. Then here are what are called the Aurora Red. And these are transparent. I thought they looked like oak tree leaves that are kind of getting that fall turn and, you know, going into that red color. Really beautiful. By the way, it feels like nothing like fall here. So I'm having to imagine the fall feeling. Here is a suede gold olivine. Wow, olivine is one of my faves right now. So this is such a lovely color of green. As things start to turn, some things are still a little bit green. Then we've got suede gold rosaline. So these, I think I saw somebody ask about pink. These are a rosaline, which is a pink tone, and they have this suede gold finish on them. Wow. They are divine. And these cushion rounds, they kind of look a little bit like coins or lentils, but they have this very lovely pillowy effect. They're so beautiful. Eric, I know these are a pink version. I'm not sure about another color of pink, but let's see if there is one. Then this is suede gold lame. So this is just a nice yellow with a sheen, like a gold lame sheen. Really beautiful, a little bit different than the spicy mustard. A little bit of a different yellow tone. And then we've got, I did not write the full name of these down, so maybe someone can help with these. These are satin metallic something, and I think they might be like a satin metallic taupe or brown or something like that, but they are super cool. Megan or Eric, these are 104087. Really cool brown tone. Warm taupe. Thank you, Megan. So cool. And then there is a transparent warm taupe. Oh my goodness, look at those. So that is our color scheme. Now, I thought these are going to be the star of the show, right? These cushion rounds are going to be the star of the show, but I found some really cool fire polish colors to complement these, and I thought we would add these in. So first of all, I love a good 8mm fire polish. This is metallic Aztec gold. It is matte and it is divine. I think this is a little bit more green, if you ask me. Really cool color. And then I also really loved this as these are nice. This is a nice neutral. This is a 6mm fire polish Pacifica Macadamia. And I love this color. It is a really cool, neutral, really kind of almost a rustic vibe to these. So I thought, let's take the fire polish and mix those in. And you'll also find in the shopping bag some other fire polish and even some rounds. I put in this color because this is very rust. So if you wanted to kind of go with a dark red vibe, kind of goes with that red over here. These are beautiful. There's also some tiny 2mm and a couple of 2mm and a 3mm that you could throw in. I'm going to use seed beads This may not shock any of you, but this is a 15-0. This is my favorite spacer bead right now in frosted bronze. You could very easily use a 15-0, you could, or an 11-0, or you could also use a demi round here. So spacers, I think, will look really nice to help us out with the overall design. And we're going to do some dangles or some little drops with the fire polish. So I've already done some of the wrapping for us because I don't want to put any of you to sleep on a Sunday night too early. So I've done some wrapping. We might have to do a little bit more. But let's move kind of all of these things out of the way of our workspace so we can put this together. So I want to use all the colors here. And I want this to be the kind of necklace that gets people's attention and gets you really thinking about fall. I have to only think about it because I don't feel it, and we technically really don't have it here in Arizona. So I'm going to use Beadalon 19 strand beading wire. I believe I've got some beading wire options in the shopping bag for you. So if you want to shop the shopping bag while we chat here, you can do that and feel good about that. I'm going to start the piece. I'm going to do an entire strand of the cushion rounds. So these cushion rounds are just going to go all the way around the neck. If you wanted to, you could start at one end with some fire polish if you prefer a smaller bead at the back of your necklace. LJ Hill says it reminds me of fall farmers market of colors. Yeah, it really does. I think you're right. Like, I love fall. I lived in a place with fall for a while in my life, and I loved fall. It was beautiful. It was the best time of year. And then winter came, and then it wasn't. So here's what I'm doing, friends. I am taking those cushion rounds and I'm putting 2 seed beads next to it. Again, you don't have to use 15-0s. I know they're tiny. I know they're not always everybody's favorite, but I'm using 2 in between to just create a little bit of dimension and a little bit of separation and bring some continuity around this piece. So these beads are going to be our constant, and then everything else is just kind of all over the place with color and, the different textures and the different finishes on these beads. These are brand new, these cushion cuts, and they're brand new to us, brand new to the site. So we're hoping that you guys really like these. I put all of these into the shopping bag, but I also threw in some other colors I thought you might like, thought you might want to see, but I was not able to put all of them in. So you might want to take a look around on the website. There's actually a feature section on the website that will bring them all up for you. So if you're on the website, you go down past the deal of the day, and there's some featured items. That's where you find all of those bead assortments and some of the kits that we offer and those kinds of things. And then you'll also see these. I think they're the first option for you. And there's a lovely picture of some beautiful colors. So I'm just doing a little bit of stringing and getting on all of the colors. So let me make sure I got all of the colors. I've got one. Oh, I didn't get the red. So I'm just kind of randomly grabbing them, but I want to, now that I've randomly grabbed them, I want to go in the same order. So, oh my gosh, you guys, look at these colors together. Okay, so I'm going to just do a fit check quickly on my neck. So I want to, when I get to the point I'm like at the side of my neck, I want to start introducing some drops. And I am going to just quickly do a double check. I've got the red, I've got the green, I've got the rosaline, the taupe, orange, the first orange, the gold one, lame one. I've got this taupe, this, and this. Okay, so what I want to do now is I want to add one of the drops. Now I've got two different sizes of drops. I'm going to do one small one, then a cushion cut, and then a large one. So I've got one seed bead on, and then I'm going to put on the small drop and then another seed bead. Now that might move around in between, but two seed beads won't let that drop move around too much. So you don't need to worry about that bead, getting away from you or anything. So it's just going to sit just like that. So just like that. And then I'm going to get a couple more seed beads and then one seed bead, then the larger drop, and then another seed bead. And now I'm going to grab this orange. Now you can pick your order. You could pick your order of what ordering of the colors. And obviously if you want fewer colors or more colors or a different color scheme, you can just set this up. I mean, there's like a million different possibilities here of how you can create a necklace like this. And it's going to be stunning. This is going to go with everything I own. All of my fall color pieces, this is going to be amazing. So actually I need to introduce that small bead again. So I wrapped a bunch of these and I wrapped them on 2-inch head pins. And now that I'm thinking of it, I don't know if I put head pins in the show. Ugh. So maybe Megan or Eric, you can take a look at that for me. I'm sorry. I always forget the head pins. It's like the thing I always forget. So let's see. Let me grab another one of these guys. And so we've got some continuity of color with these little drops. So here's what this is looking like so far. So this is going to go around the back of the neck. And now I'm adding these little drops just for some interest. And these two different colors are going to be constant. But hey, if you wanted to add other colors in, we got other colors. We've got amazing other colors. If you want to go out with a brighter green, look at this one. Oh my goodness, look at this. If you want to go a little more electric, this one is amazing. So this is another 8mm Czech fire polish. Super fantastic. So I'm just throwing out some options. Color this, I just want this to be so colorful and so delightful. What a perfect project to end the weekend, to bring the weekend to a close. We're going to have a fantastic, colorful, fabulous necklace. I just love this idea of bright and colorful. And these cushion round beads are just epic. I have just had so much fun working with them in the assortments. And now we've got all this possibility with all of the different ones available. And we can just grab them for whatever project we want. And we can just be off to the races with these beauties. So, all right. So this is looking great. So see what we've got going here. We've got all of these fun little drops, and they are nice colors that complement these cushion rounds. And if you've been on the website, we have a lot of Czech glass. We have a lot of fire polish. And so there are so many options for you. If you wanted to do just one color, maybe you just want the neutral here, you could absolutely do that. That is completely up to you. And you could do one color too. If you just like just one of these colors as your main squeeze, then you can grab one color and you can just get those beads on your beautiful necklace and call it a day. You don't even need the drops because, you know, hey, you don't always have to have a drop. So, so we've got, look at that. Oh, I'm dying over this. This is so fun. Such a fun piece. Okay, so the last color in the pattern is that red, which is really cool. And I need one of those drops and another seed bead here. So let me throw that red one on. This red is so lovely too. Okay, so I've got 2 passes of my color pattern. I'm just gonna do a quick fit check again. So I'm gonna put that up to my neck and see kind of how it's laying to see if I want to do anything more in terms of drops. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the small drops and 4 of the large drops. I'm kind of liking that look. Just a little bit of subtle drop action here in between these beautiful cushion rounds. I'm going to pull my my wire out a little bit just to see how this is going to shape up when I add the next pass. So I'm thinking it's going to be a short necklace because I think I like the short vibe, but again, you can make this long. And you know what? I think I am going to add, I'm going to add one more drop so that the large drop is kind of the focal drop or the center drop on this piece, if that makes sense. So now I'm starting over with my color pattern. So this guy's going to go first. And then it's just going to be 2 seed beads in between each bead from here on, no drop. And I started with the orange that does not have the lame on it. And then let's see, the next one is our Rosaline. I love that name, Rosaline. It's so pretty. How we doing, everybody? What do you like this piece? You like these colors? Are you finding colors that you like for a necklace or a design? Are these cushion rounds cool? Do you like them? I have so many questions. I have so many questions for you. And pretty soon I'm going to have another question for you that is a trivia question. So if you are sitting over on Facebook or YouTube, if you want to participate in our giveaway tonight, I need you to come over to artbeads.com/live to join us because that's the only way we can see your comments. So come on over, join us over here. There's a lot of people hanging out tonight. Thank you guys for being here. I love that you come and hang out with us. We're just like, we do some chit chat and some jewelry making and some bead shopping, all the fun things. So now we need our lame. Look at this bead. Can we just have a moment for this bead? Let's see. Christy says the drops are similar to the Pantone color of the year. Yes. Oh my gosh. I didn't even realize that, but yes, you're absolutely right. These, they're called Pacifica Macadamia. And now I'm hungry. They are a little bit like Mocha Mousse. Really pretty, neutral tone, really fun bead. I like them a lot. So getting my seed beads on here and trying to keep my pattern right. Now, you could also do this and not be thoughtful of the pattern. So sometimes I'm a little bit too rigid with my pattern, but if you just want to grab the beads and let them jump on in whatever order they want to go on, that works too. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh. Look at this piece. This is phenomenal. Oh my gosh. Yes, it is Screaming Fall. Who said that? Julie Newton. Yes, that was my objective. So I wanted like fall, but like kind of fall fun, like early fall fun, because there's still some green in here and there's a little pink in here. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. So I think before I finish this beauty, I think we should do our trivia. So let us take a look at this for a moment. I'm gonna put a bead stopper on in case I get a little crazy here with the question. So here it is. I'll let you stare at that. Give people a second. Come on over. I'm actually gonna scroll up a little bit in the comments. Denise is saying so fun. Oma says reminds me of cornucopia for Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, now I am hungry, Oma. I love Thanksgiving food. That's my favorite food. BJ says super beautiful. How many of the 14 millimeter for a necklace? So here's what I've got, Lori. Let me count. Let me count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 beads here. And I think this is going to be about somewhere around 17 inches or so. So I'm going to try this on in just a minute, but that's what I've got. So I don't know how many strands that equates to, but I've still got quite a few left of each color of these beads. So you should have beads left over if you do a multicolored piece. Thank you, Denise. Let's see. I'm going to go back. Ann Hilliard says very autumn and very beautiful. Christy says gorgeous. Gina has a star face. I love that. Lisa and PA says, I love them. I went looking for them when I got them in a vintage pack, but couldn't find them. So glad you have them now. Oh my gosh, that is exactly what we were hoping you guys would think when you saw these. Okay, so I'm going to ask a trivia question, and it is related to these beautiful cushion rounds. So this is a brand new offering from us. And we were very happy to bring a number of finishes to you and lots of colors. I would love for you to tell me, and the first person to answer the question correctly in the comments at artbeads.com/live will get a strand of these cushion cut beads. So in order for you to get that and to win that, to attempt to win that, here is your question that you need to answer correctly. How many different colors of cushion rounds are available at artbeads.com? This might take you a minute because you might have to go to the website and count, but there are quite a number of them. I see people guessing, and oh, we have way more than those, you guys. So someone has an overshot of the answer. Someone got fairly close there. I still don't see the right answer. Ooh, I saw it. I hope Michelle or Eric is able to see who got the first one, because those answers are flying by. Oh my gosh. I can't wait to see who actually won a beautiful strand of these cushion cuts. They are amazing. They are so fabulous. Look at the colors. They are incredible. And the finishes are so good. I'm still seeing answers coming through. So there's Megan. She says, here's a congrats, Gina. You're the first person with the correct answer. So Gina, get a hold of Michelle at Artbeads, support at artbeads.com. Attention, Michelle. She will verify you, and we're going to get you some of these beads. These are so fun to work with. That was fun. My gosh. a lot of you were just guessing, and I could tell like you knew there were a lot of them, but we got Gina as our winner. Thank you guys for participating. So I'm excited that you guys like these beads. So what I want to do now is finish this necklace, because let me do a quick fit check. Make sure that I like this length for myself. Ooh, I really do. I like the length. So, and I can check and see the actual length. So, I said I thought it was about 17 inches. So 6, 7.5. So 14, so 14, 15. So this is about 16 inches. It's about 16 inches. So a little on the short side of, so if you don't like the length, so you can always do this. Here's what I do when I don't like the length. I've got everything all strung, I think, and maybe I want to add to it. So here's what I do, because I'm working from the package. And so I'm going to trim off my wire from the package, setting that aside, and I'm going to add one bead to each end. So that's sometimes what I do. And then I do another fit check and see how it actually looks, how it feels, how it looks. Sometimes I get up and I look in the mirror to see how it looks. So, let me put another bead stopper here, and then I'm going to grab 2 more seed beads. I'm adding 2 beads here just so you can see, and this will give you much more of a realistic look of probably what you wouldn't probably make one that short. So this one now has 29 beads of the big beads, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the small 6mm fire polish, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of the 8mm fire polish. So if you like this look, I've got those 8s and 6s and some other sizes and colors in the shopping bag. So let's finish this up. I'm going to do my traditional way of attaching a toggle, and I forgot completely about my toggle until about 10 minutes before the show. So Megan or Eric, I'm sorry, but I did not get a toggle either. I was just kind of a hot mess getting this show ready. So sorry about that. And I've got some French wire. So this is what I like to use over my beading wire, just to add a little bit of a finishing touch at the end of my necklace. So in this case, I'm shifting to a bright gold because there really isn't any French wire available in this kind of antique color, this antique bronze color of seed bead. But I've got some brassy head pins for my drops. So the gold kind of ties back just fine. I don't get too hung up on trying to get my metals exact. That's too much to stress about, especially if it's a piece just for me. Like, I don't want to worry too much about it having to match exactly. And I frankly love the fact that this can be a little bit mixed metal with all of this beautiful mixed color. So I've got a couple of I've got like almost like 1.5 inches of French wire. I've cut 2 pieces because I need one for each side of my necklace on each end of the wire. And I'm trying to open up my crimp tubes here. I've got some 2x2 crimp tubes. And so let me drop those onto the mat. And I need some crimping pliers and some cutters. These are also in the show. So if you guys want to get that free shipping, and maybe a tool is going to get you there, a brand new pair of crimpers, a brand new pair of cutters, I've got those in the show today as well. So I'm going to take my crimp tube and put one at this end. And then very carefully, I'm going to take that French wire and string that on to my wire. Now, you could use a wire guardian if you're a wire guardian person, or you could just use the wire. This is not a requirement, but it's something I like to do, something that I feel is just something that makes the wire look a little bit more substantial and a little more finished at the ends. And I don't typically use wire guardians, but that is another way that you can add a finishing touch to your piece. So I'm going to take my wire and I'm going to go back down through the crimp tube after I attach the first part of my toggle. And then I'm going to just go down through the first cushion bead, the cushion round, and let the camera focus. That's what it looks like. And I want to have a substantial enough loop that my toggle can move around. You never want to ever choke down your toggle. So whether you're using just wire or you're using the French wire, you never want to choke down so that this can't move. You really want to have movement that will help with the life of the piece. So I'm going to take my crimping pliers. I'm going to put my crimp tube into the very back channel of my crimping pliers, and I'm holding my wire out and making sure that my wire is not crossed in there, and then going into the first channel, and then I give it one extra little squeeze, and now I've got a nicely finished piece. I've got that little pop of gold up top there. I'm going to take my wire and pull it away from the bead. So you can see I'm holding it and pulling it this way and trimming off my excess. And I like to go through one bead to the point where I've got a smaller bead next to it, because then I'm not fighting with the large bead, trying to find, the wire's not trying to find a place to go. It's now, if we still have a little bit of it hanging out of the bead, it's not going to be just poking out at the top of a large bead. So the next thing I want to do is finish up the other side. And what I do before that is I'm holding this up high up here, and I'm getting all of the slack out of this piece, and I'm letting gravity do most of the work for me. And then I'm going to take off my second bead stopper, and I'm going to take my crimp tube, put that crimp tube on. I'm going to take that French wire, and this sometimes can be a little bit tricky to get onto your wire because it's such a small, tiny little coiled wire. Sometimes the coil just needs a little snip, and I just will snip off the very tip of it. And then sometimes your wire needs a little snip too. So I'm going to snip my wire and snip the French wire, and I think that should do it, if I can see it. So you guys must not be able to see it if I can see it. Okay, there we go. If I can't see it, you can't see it. So now the wire is on, the French wire is on, the crimp is on. I'm making sure all the beads are hanging and that we're not crimping in a straight line. Putting on my toggle, and then I'm putting the wire through my crimp tube and through that first cushion bead, and then I'm going to pull that wire, and then I'm going to make sure that that French wire is sitting right up next to the crimp tube. You don't want to pull your French wire into your crimp tube. That can happen. You don't want that if you can avoid it. And then again, you want to make sure that your toggle has lots of room to move around. That's going to let the necklace move around and the necklace to breathe. I'm going to hold my wire out so that it's not crisscrossed. Going into the back channel of my crimping pliers, going into the front of the crimping pliers and creating that crimp. And now pulling that wire away from our bead and getting that wire trimmed off, that excess wire trimmed off. And I believe we have I think if I could name it, I might say cornucopia necklace, because this does have that cornucopia colorway. I forget who said that. That was a great vision of what this color combination is and what this design looks like. And remember, you guys, these beads can be constructed in any colorways, in any combination. The endless options for fire polish to be added in, 52 different versions of this 14 millimeter cushion round. I'm sure you can come up with something beautiful for a necklace. So I'm going to flip the camera up. Ooh, and I am sweaty in here this evening. Ooh, it is steamy in this room. So what do you guys think? You like this? Look at the colors. Oh, the colors are fantastic. Oh, so I see some reminders. So we want you guys to get the good deals that are available. So remember that I-cord knitter. Here's this necklace. Remember our I-cord knitter, 50% off. And if you buy two, you get some amite cord. You get a tapestry needle. I don't have one to show you. And you get a blend of seed beads, and you've got something fun and new to try. So get one for you, get one for a friend, and then you've got your free shipping. Remember, it's $19.99 or more for free shipping. This is a very beloved tool around here. Our friends at Tulip make such a beautiful quality tool for you to play with, and it comes with the weight and with the crochet hook. So this is going to go away. This deal is going to go away, so we don't want you to miss out on this special deal that is the deal of the week. We've been celebrating that all weekend, and we've been celebrating these incredible cushion round beads. I hope that you guys have picked out some pretty cushion round beads to try out, to play with, to create some really fun designs. Get some fire polish to go with. And you know, if you get one of each color, then you've got everything you need to add these cushion rounds to all your designs for a while. So you guys, this was fun on a Sunday night. I feel like when we get together like this, we're just kind of hanging out. It's, you know, winding down the weekend, and we're having a great time. So I appreciate Eric and Megan taking time out of their weekend. I thank you all for being here on a Sunday night. And guess what? I'm going to be here in the morning. So if you haven't already had enough of me, thank you for the hearts, you guys. If you haven't had enough of me, I'll be back for my regular show tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific time. We're going to do something fun tomorrow too. Maybe something with a little bit of a fall vibe. I'm trying to summon some cooler weather here in Arizona. So I'll be back, and then the rest of the design team has lots of fun things planned for you this week. So I hope to see you tomorrow morning, and we hope that you will continue to hang out with us throughout the course of the week. And maybe tonight you still have some time to make something. So I hope that you'll do that. I love that you guys are all here. Please close out your carts and get these things on their way to you as soon as possible. I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thank you so much for being here. Bye, everybody.